Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. So today is a really big day here for Mr. Jafar because he is going to his new home. I know, this is seriously such a bittersweet moment and day. It is honestly just so hard to put into words. I'm so excited for him and happy because it is a wonderful, wonderful home. But at the same time, it is so emotional for me because he is just so special and beautiful, and I've had him for years now. He's gonna be picked up here in a little while, so we're just gonna spend some time with Jafar, groom him, and I'm gonna talk to you more about my mission and the type of home he's going to. And I've had him for a few years now. I bought him at a sale, and I've been developing him over the last few years. We've done a lot of trail riding, shows, flat work, jumping. I've taught him so much. And now it's just time to set him free because that is what I do. That is my overall goal with most of the horses that come here. The goal is goodbye. And even though that's the hardest part about what I do, it's also the most magical and rewarding at the same time. The fact that Jafar has come so far over the last few years and learned so much is huge. And now he's gonna make someone so happy, and it's great. You really are just absolutely beautiful and sweet. He has a puppy dog personality. He's totally gorgeous. I mean, look at you. You're just beautiful. Now, every time I sell a horse, people are like, I can't believe you're selling this horse. I am so shocked. And honestly, that really flatters me because it shows just how invested you horse lovers are and how much you care and feel connected to the horses. But at the end of the day, this is my mission, and I'm always upfront about that. And I know that what I'm doing by finding these horses and working with them for years and developing them and taking them different places and figuring out what they like to do and totally just transforming them in some cases, I know deep in my heart that it is a good thing and that I'm doing something great and that it's right. And I think that's hard for people to understand sometimes because I truly am connected to my horses and I love them. And I never view them as like, oh yeah, I'm gonna move you along one day. Like each horse is my personal horse and I care so much about them. So I think when people see my relationship with them and the energy I put into them, they just can't believe that I'm gonna sell. Even though it's very sad when they move along, it's also something to be celebrated. Like they're kind of graduating from Free Spirit Equestrian and they can go and live their life with somebody who 100% values them the way I do. And you know, they're placed in a home that they're gonna be doing what I think is best for them. So this is actually a really positive thing. And I know that I'm definitely gonna cry when Jafar leaves. I don't know if it's gonna be right away. Sometimes it happens right then. Sometimes it happens, you know, like a few hours later. I know it's gonna be very emotional, but it's also something I'm happy about too. I go back and forth because I honestly hate selling horses. It's really hard emotionally, and then it's very time consuming, and then dealing with people. It's not like I just put them up for sale. Like this has been coming for a while now. And as most of you know, Olaf went to his new home too. So this is just totally crazy. I mean, they've been for sale for months, and then, you know, all of a sudden they're both selling within a similar time frame. And it's actually a positive thing because we're going into winter and I'm going to be working with Belle, plus Ariel and Esmeralda, which they're more, you know, we're just working on basic handling. They're not obviously going to be in full out training because they're babies, you know, but we have Belle to bring along. And then this is going to make space for the next horse that I come across. Now we do have auctions planned, which we've had planned for a while now, coming up here end of November and early December. I'm not going to just buy to buy because again, we're going into winter. But if I do see something that I come across that I really like and want to get, I can, because now I'll have the space to do so. Moral of the story at Free Spirit Equestrian, that is the mission, okay? It always has been. I just really appreciate all of your love and support. And I know so many of you respect that. And it just means the world to me. Now, I always get this question, are you going to sell Belle? Are you going to sell Ariel? Are you going to sell Esmeralda? Again, I don't know. I really do not know because this question comes up quite often. But the goal is goodbye. Now, with that being said, I don't think I can sell certain horses, okay? I'm just going to say that. I don't want to say anything for sure because I don't know what's for sure, and I don't know what the future holds. I know for sure not Jiminy because he's my first horse and my heart horse, and then Bagheera because she's 30 years old. So obviously, I'm not going to sell a 30-year-old horse. So don't be too surprised when you see that horses do go to a new home, and I know from the channel perspective, it's like, oh my gosh, like they're just gone. These things are usually in the works for months. And I just get really picky about, potential ownership. It has to be right. So that's mainly why it takes so long, because I'm just very honest with people, and I just want it to be a good fit for Jafar and obviously that new owner too. And to be honest, I probably should be selling more horses than I have been. Besides Buzz Lightyear, who I sold over the summer, the last horse I sold was Miko, and that was last November. So I'm hardly selling any horses. Like, some people sell 50 to like 300 horses a year, and usually for me, it's 3 to 5 horses a year. So I think that's good. That way I can really put in my time and effort, and I 100% do not flip horses. And again, I'm just saying all this stuff because I'm expressing how I feel, and just talking honestly makes me feel better, because I'm just, I am pretty emotional about Jafar leaving, so I just want to babble about stuff. It makes me feel better, so hopefully you don't mind. But plus, because there's so many new people that are coming onto the channel, we're growing a lot, so I just want people to understand what goes on here. And I literally don't make money selling horses. That is not where I make my money at all. I don't even break even half the time. To be honest, I do this because I love it, and it's just very fun to work with horses, and like I said, it's so rewarding to see them change. And I just like to see their progress level. It's awesome. So hopefully all of that makes sense. And Jafar, you truly are a star, buddy. I mean, you are just amazing, and I'm very, very happy for you. So his new home is going to be amazing. He's going to be 4 hours away, and his new owner absolutely loves him. The second she tried him out when she was riding him, she had a big smile on her face. She was just so excited. She truly appreciates him, values him, sees his beauty and his positives. And what he's going to be doing is some trail riding, dressage, English riding, just a little bit of jumping too. And at this barn, there's a lot of people that are similar to her age, and they all ride together, do clinics, and she's just going to dote over him. And she's also working with a trainer, so she'll be taking professional lessons too. So honestly, it is a perfect situation, because he will continue to be developed, but he won't be ran into the ground either, and he's going to be doted over and loved. And that's exactly what I wanted for him. He loves to be fussed over, and he's just beautiful, so he kind of needs to be. You're basically a prince. So it's perfect. And when she came and tried him, me and my assistant both were like, this is excellent. Like, she truly loves him. She rode him great. Like, in my heart, I just felt so happy about it. And I think that's why, like, right now I'm not a total mess. I think when it really hits me that he's, gone, like going to his new home, then it's going to be really hard. But the first initial emotion was happiness and joy. So that's a big positive sign. Plus, we talked so much about a lot of different things. I had several discussions with them. I do a lot of screening. Each screening is a little different because it just depends on the horse. This is a good thing for him, okay? This is really good. And to be honest, I obviously can't just have tons and tons of horses for just myself, because again, my goal is to work with them, love them, and move them along. But also in the lesson program, no horse should just be stuck staying in a lesson program, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of deserve better than that after time goes on. Now, my program, we do so many different activities. It's not like we're just going around in circles doing one thing all the time. So the horses get that stimulation. But at the end of the day, I don't want to just keep horses for the lesson program. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's groom you up. I've talked enough. Also, I am wearing my brand new lipstick shade that I'm going to be releasing sometime soon. It's this beautiful, like, muted rose. I love this one, and it's going to be called Bay Girl. You can check out the Spirited Horse Boutique, a link in the description. We're also going to have some massive Black Friday sales, so check that out. We have bitless bridles that I designed. We have crystal brow bands that snap on and off. We have body butters, body scrubs, lipsticks, all equestrian themed, okay? So check that out. Link in the description and the comments. For those of you who don't know, Jafar is my 7-year-old Frisian standardbred, and he is a registered Frisian heritage horse. So I bought him at a sale a few years back, and like I said, I've been developing him and just working with him, and he's also been in my program. Honestly, he's just a fantastic boy, and I can't believe this is my last grooming session with him. It's very bittersweet in many ways, but I'm also just so proud of him and happy that he's going to be going to a fantastic home. And I also just want to take this time to snuggle him, hug him, and let him know how much I truly love him. I don't got nothing else. He really is so precious. You're so beautiful. Thank you, Jafar. Thank you for everything you've done. You have been absolutely amazing. He has taught me so much. And that's the thing, with every horse I get, I learn something new. From a horsemanship standpoint, I love working with different breeds and different training levels of horses and ages, because in the long run, it's gonna make me a more effective horsewoman and rider and equestrian. And it's awesome. I really dislike this part of what I do, as in it is really hard to move them along. But like I said, I also really love it because now I know there's another horse out there that I can take on, because I'll have the space and the time and the energy. And also, if I was to have kept all the horses I've ever worked with, I would have never ever been able to come across Belle and Esmeralda and Ariel. So that's another thing that motivates me to do what I do and follow my passion and my mission at Free Spirit Equestrian, is because I know that there's another horse out there that can completely change my perspective, and I could help them in their journey and their life and on my horsemanship journey. And that's what I want to do. I mean, that's seriously what I look forward to doing, is finding new horses and working with them. And that's what I'm going to do, no matter what anybody else thinks, because like I said, I know in my heart that I'm doing something very special and that I go about it the right way to the best of my ability. And it's not only just training and time that I put into them, it's also all of the TLC and, you know, the farrier and the vet and the chiropractic, and in some cases the horses need rehab. And it's just the overall all-encompassing horsemanship approach, right? It's not just this training and riding. It's so much more than that. It's a complete lifestyle turned into a passion and, like I said, a mission. So Jafar's a hard one because, like I said, he is just very, very special for obvious reasons. I mean, he's stunning, and I'll never forget him and what he's taught me, and also how he's helped like some of my students too. I mean, he's just such an amazing horse, and his new owner is very, very lucky. He has awesome qualities, and he's just a really good boy. Okay, so they're gonna be here in a little while. I'm gonna put Jafar back in the stall so he can eat and drink and just relax for a little bit. And then it'll be time for him to go to his home. All right, Jafar's trailer is here. He's gonna be leaving. It's so freaking windy out and cold. I'm gonna miss Jafar so much. I know, baby. I'm gonna miss you so much. You're amazing. And the shavings and his hay bag ready to go. We're gonna put a blanket on him for shipping. Look at you, thank you. I know. Good boy. Good job, buddy. All right, horse lovers, he's about to take off. All right, horse lovers, hasn't quite hit me yet, but I'm really gonna miss him. This is so hard. He's leaving right now. Like I said, horse lovers, now when we go to auctions or whatever happens, there's room for the next horse and to hopefully make a difference in their life and continue our mission at Free Spirit Equestrian. So Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian or any of our updates. And I really appreciate all of you and your support. Thank you. Bye, horse lovers.